is it that Jewish people have such difficulty with the person of Jesus? Hi, I'm Ron Canner, president of Shalanu TV, Israel's only Hebrew language TV channel sharing the message of the New Testament. And speaking of the New Testament, the objection that we want to focus on today has to do with Jewish people and this book. Wasn't the New Testament written to Gentiles, not Jews? We recently did a skit for our Hebrew language channel, Shalanu TV. There was a Hebrew New Testament on a bench and several Israelis gathered around it. They didn't know quite what to do with it, but they all agreed on one thing, that they shouldn't read it or even touch it. After some discussion, a child, it's always a child that states the obvious, asks her mother what's actually written inside. Her mother tells her that she would rather not know. Realizing that this was not a sufficient answer, the mother turns to the group and asks, "Does anyone know what it says?" I had a similar experience getting my car inspected the other day. One of the workers noticed a book in Hebrew in my back seat. I told them that I had written it and it was about Yeshua. We then had a very interesting discussion in which he assured me that Jesus was not for Jewish people. I asked him if he had ever even read the New Testament, and of course the answer was no. I said to him in Hebrew, "Ata mefached mima she'ata lo yodea." You're afraid of what you don't even know. I understand that a lot of bad things have happened to the Jewish people by so-called Christians. But I'm not going to let those people tell me what I should believe or not believe. I would prefer to think for myself. Here's what you're going to discover if you ever finally read the New Testament. Number one, Jesus is actually Jewish. Number two, there is a man named John the Baptist who's actually not Baptist, but a Jewish prophet. Jesus' mother was not named Mary or Maria. Her name was Miriam, like the sister of Moses. And I got news for you, she was Jewish, not Catholic. Number four, the primary author of the teaching books in the New Covenant was a renowned Jewish rabbi named Shaul, who had formerly persecuted Messianic Jews. Of the 27 books in the New Covenant, 25 were definitely written by Jews, and some think they all were. Number six, the Last Supper was actually a Jewish Passover meal. And number seven, in the first century, tens of thousands of Jewish people believed in Yeshua, Jesus, as Messiah. I could go on, but I really want to challenge you to read this Jewish book for yourself.